Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning back in to another math lesson. Hopefully you've got your math books. So you'll need your student math book. You'll need your math notebook or scratch paper to write on, pencil, eraser, and a flat surface. So here we go. It's 13.2 today. It's reading and interpreting bar graphs. Just in case you don't have your book. Got mine here. Okay, so we're over here. First, we're going to read, let's look at the objectives here. We're going to read and interpret data from bar graphs, and we're going to solve problems using bar graphs, using these pictures today. So here's an example. This one says, read and interpret bar graphs to solve problems. So Trisha sold tickets from Monday to Friday last week. She drew a bar graph to show the number of tickets she sold each day. So here's our title, Trisha's ticket sales. Here's the number of tickets she sold. Looks like they're counting by tens. Here are the days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. Let's see, there are some questions here. A, how many tickets did Trisha sell on Monday? Says she sold 50 tickets. Yep, bar graph goes up to 50. On which day did Trisha sell 45 tickets? Says she sold them on Tuesday. Let's see, 40, 50. So in the middle's 45. And there it is, right on it. Tuesday, yep. C, which day did she sell the least number of tickets? The smallest amount? She sold them on Wednesday. Oh yeah, I mean, just even glancing at that, you can see that. All right, flip to page 92. Looks like there's D. It says, how many fewer tickets did she sell on Monday than on Thursday? So 55 tickets were sold on Thursday, 50 tickets were sold on Monday. Subtract to compare, 55 minus 50 is 5. She sold 5 fewer tickets on Monday. Okay. And E, on which day did she sell twice as many tickets as on another day? They said Friday and Wednesday. Let's glance back there and see. Friday. Yep, we're twice as many than Wednesday. Okay. Guided learning. All right. This is where we're going to need to be opening up our math notes or getting our scratch paper to our first blank spot, and then we're going to write number 1. Guided learning says, Edwin owns an art store. He draws a bar graph to show the number of each kind of product in his shop. Okay. Coloring materials in Edwin's art store, kinds of coloring materials, and number of boxes. All right, he's got colored markers, colored pens, crayons, colored pencils, and looks like it's going by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. All right, we've got to answer each question. So since this is guided learning, we will go through a lot of these together before you get to the let's practice, because you're going to do that one on your own. So number 1, how many boxes of colored pencils are there? Go up there and find colored pencils. Bring that number all the way down in between 50 and 60, 55. There are 50 boxes of one kind of product. Which product is it? All right, well, I'm going to find the 50. Oh, right there. Colored pens right on the 50, and it's the only one. Okay. We're on page 93 now. Let me move this back up a little bit. Okay. There are blank more boxes of crayons than colored pencils. There are blank more boxes of crayons than colored pencils. See if you can figure that one out on your own. There are 5 more boxes of crayons than colored pencils. Crayons and colored pencils. Yep, you can see the difference is only 5. The art store has the same number of boxes of blank as blank. Which ones have the same number of boxes? You can see the crayons and the colored markers are both at 60. Number 5, the art store has 10 fewer boxes of blank than colored markers. 10 fewer boxes. The colored pens. Okay, this one says the bar graph below shows the number of adults and children who visited a zoo from Monday to Sunday. Okay, visitors to the zoo. Here's the number of people. Looks like it's counting by 50s. 50, 100, 150. It's important to know that scale. Days of the week. All of them, Monday through Sunday. Okay. Use the bar graph to answer the questions. So now we're looking at this bar graph to answer these next questions. Number 6, how many people visited the zoo on Wednesday? So you got to find Wednesday, go up to the number, cross over and see that it's 200. Number 7, on which day did 170 people visit the zoo? Find 170. They've even given you a little dotted line because it's 150, 160, 170. Thursday. Number 8, which day had the most visitors? Give a reason for this. Which day had the most visitors? There you go. You can see Sunday had the most visitors. There's lots of different reasons why that could be the case, but most likely just because it's the weekend. On which day were there 150 more people than on a Thursday? So there's Thursday. Thursday's at 170. So it's Saturday. Number 11. On which day were there 120 fewer people than on a Friday? So find your Friday, take 120 away. You wind up with Tuesday. Number 12. On Sunday, 125 adults visited the zoo. How many children visited the zoo that day? You're going to need to do some calculations. You've got to figure out, okay, what's the total people? 350. 125 were adults. So hopefully you're subtracting, and then you'd be left with 225, and that would be the number of children. Turn the page to page 95. We are to the let's practice. This is your turn to do the let's practice on your own. You're going to need to label that let's practice, and there are 11 problems on the let's practice. Now would probably be a good spot to pause me, because I'm going to show answers to the let's practice, and you'll want to go and do that on your own and then come back and check for answers. I'm going to give the answers to the let's practice, and I'll also tell you that your homework pages are in your workbook, and it's from page 69 to 74. I know that sounds like it's a lot of pages, but it's just because of the topic that we're on with the bar graphs. There's a lot of bar graphs because we're reading and interpreting the data, so it just takes up a lot of pages, but the answers are pretty short answers. So page 69 to 74 for your homework after you make sure that you're on the right track for the let's practice. All right, you got this. Here you go. Here are the answers to the Let's Practice. Okay. Check back later for the next math lesson. Don't forget to like and subscribe.